Hello again. This is going to be part 2 of setting up my new bow, the PSC Ferocity. Today we're going to finish tying in the Peep sight, and then we're going to hook up the cable for the drop away rest. We're going to hook the string that pulls the drop away rest down. We're going to hook that to the cable. So it should be fun. Hopefully it'll be quick. We'll get it done and then I'll be able to go shoot through some paper. So here we go. Okay, before I start on this, I ordered a new Peep. This one that came with the bow is a little bit bigger. It's got a bigger circle. I think this is a quarter, maybe even a 3/16, and I ordered a 1/8, and I just popped it in. I didn't have to press the bow. I popped it in and pulled out this bigger one, and so the 3/16 or 1/4 is what came with my other bow as well, and I left it in, and I'm going to keep a full 5-pin sight on my other bow, and so I think the larger one will work with it, and I'm kind of just jumping back into things, so we'll see if that works okay. So now I've got this bottom tie, I've got the Peep in the place that I want it, and so now I'm going to tie it in. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to do what John Dudley did in his last video when he set up Joe Rogan's bow, and he did, I think, 10 overs and 10 under knots. So I'm just going to do over and under knots and just try to keep that. And I'm going to, you don't want to tie your knot up in here like John Dudley said, but if I tie it down here and get it tight on there, then I'll be able to slide it down and it'll be tight on here. So I just want to make sure my knots are close together, and I'll just go back and forth doing overs and unders. So we'll get this first one tied. Pull it down, tie it. So there's one, over. Okay, and something John Dudley says, I'll be referring to him a lot just because he's someone I watch a lot, but these strings have their own twists in them already, and so you don't want to add more twist to it. You just kind of want to let it be loose in its own way. Okay, and we'll stack that right there, and then we'll tie an under. And I cut my string pretty long just to make sure that I can pull it tight. Keep going, that's 2. Those guys that do it on TV, you can tell they've been doing it for a long time, because this has taken me a long time. Okay, I think that's 9. Then do one more on the bottom. Maybe. Okay, and then for the last one, we're going to come up and we're going to cinch it in between the 9th and 10th, or 8th and 9th. There's just a tiny bit of a gap, and what we're gonna do is tie it and pull it. Make sure I'm not all twisted up. We're gonna tie it and pull it right down in that gap. Okay, pull it tight, pull that tight, and then we'll do a square knot to finish it off. So I'll do it the opposite of what I've been doing. Put that through, and we'll pull that tight. Okay, and then we will burn that off. Let me grab my lighter. Okay, I've got a longer lighter. All of the guys I see, they use the hand lighters. I think this one's a little bit easier, and then I've got it pointed up so that the flame will go up. Try to keep it as far away from the bowstring as I can. Okay, make sure that's cinched together. Maybe I'll do one strand at a time. Put that down on there. Then do this side. Put that down on there. Okay. And then that should be good. Set these strings off to the side. And then I should be able to just slide this, try to make it so you can see, but I'll just slide that down there and it'll go nice and tight. See, and it actually is, turn my Peep, and then I'll pull this out. Maybe not. Okay, pull that out. Okay, so it actually turned it, so I'm probably going to have to turn it back. Here we are again. I've got to twist the string, so I've loosened it up, put the press on and loosened it up, and we'll start with the bottom. Hopefully I have the camera in a good spot where you can see what I'm doing this time as I turn it. Okay, so I'm just going to turn them both a half twist. So keep it straight coming out, and I need to go to the right, so I'm just going to go a half twist. Okay, then come back through, trying to make sure I keep it straight. Push it up through there. Then lock it back in, and then follow the track. I didn't go under the cable, so I gotta go under that cable and then up through. Okay, then we'll put the track back on. Make sure that everything's okay. Then I'll go to this side, take it off the track, keep it straight, and I want to go a half twist, And then back around and up through. Put it on. Okay. Then make sure my cables stayed in their slots. Make sure they stayed there. That one needs to go back on. Make sure the cables are good. They look good. Last time I had that click. I don't want to have that again, but you never know. And then loosen this back up. And hopefully it'll pull that Peep back square. But it still looks a little bit turned, so maybe I didn't get one of them all the way twisted, but we'll put it there. Take off these. All right, now we'll try pulling it back. I put on my trigger release. See if we can pull it back. Okay, and the Peep is still twisted. So maybe I went too far, but I should be able to now twist the bottom, and it will be adding twists instead of taking twists away. So if I twist it, yeah. Okay, so that's good. Now we can install the cable drive. Okay, so I will turn it back on the bow and show you how I install this. Alright, so we've got this football here. They call it a football. I'm not sure why. It kind of looks like a football, I guess. And we're going to put it on the down cable, okay? And it's going to pull the string from the drop away rest. It's going to pull that down and make the rest go up. So on my other bow, I ended up putting it up here, and then the slack kind of tends to go up there, and it's not affecting my arrow flight, but it's just kind of something that's in the way. So I'm going to try to put it down lower to this side. So this actually came with the bow. In my first videos I had said it didn't, and in my first bow it didn't come with one, but it's just got a Phillips head screw on in there. So we'll take that out. Okay, make sure we keep that screw in there. And then on the one that I ordered and put in, it had a larger side and a smaller side. So this one looks like they're both about even. Not really one side smaller than the other. So I will just go with that. Okay, put that there. Put this down. Hopefully, I'm probably blocking it with my hands, but as you can tell, I haven't done these a lot, and so I'm just trying to go as quick as I can. And if you can't see it, I guess it'll be both of our frustrations. Your frustrations with me and my frustrations with trying to get it done. Okay, so I've got it on there, and then I'll screw it on. Okay, and this one I don't want too tight. I want that to be able, I want the string from the drop away rest to be able to slide a little bit. I want it to pull it, but then it'll slide and it'll almost be in position. because it'll pull it up, and then when it pulls on the cable a little bit, it'll slide into position, and then I'll have to give it a little more slack. So if I pull on this hard, good. So it should be okay. Okay, so I will pull it back and we'll see if that slides into position. So I've got it here. If you can see the football, and then I'll try to keep the rest in the camera, and you'll see the rest come up a little bit, and hopefully this rest string will move a little bit. So I'll try to keep it in the camera. I don't know how well I'll do, but we pull it back. Okay, and it didn't even pull the rest up. So I need to tighten it a little bit more. And it almost pulled my string clear through. So let me tighten it a little bit more. And try it again. Okay. Okay, so that pulled it up, and then it let it down to there. So I'll let it go. And that leaves all my slack down here, which I like. It's probably a little too loose there, but I think it'll work okay. I actually kind of like it. I like that the slack's over here, and I like that that's down there. So I'll probably tighten that, and then I'll have someone else take a look at it. On the last one I did, when I came to full draw, it was only pulling it up, not quite all the way. It was going about right there and wasn't going the extra way, so I had to pull it down back through a little bit. But I think that'll be good. So I'll have somebody watch me do that. I'll have somebody watch me do that, and then I'll go shoot it through paper. I think I've got it ready to shoot through some paper. I'd like to talk, some people, the disadvantages to a cable-driven arrow rest, and this was the only package that I could find that had the drop-away arrow rest that was included in like a ready-to-shoot package that was a good price. But the disadvantages, they say, to the cable-driven drop-away rest is that they're worried that it can squeeze your cable, that it can get stuck too high or too low. If you have it tightened too high or too low, then it's pulling on the cable, and it can mess up with the synchronization of your cams. Can cause one cable to be stopped too soon and mess with the timing on your bow. So I didn't find that problem with my other one. This was pretty close. I had my wife check it. I drew it back upstairs and had her look at it, and I had to just move it just a smidge, move the drop away string down just a smidge. So I'm happy with it. I feel good about it. It's one of those things, is price better than efficiency, or am I being efficient but not effective? So that's the question I'll have to live with. I know at least for this year, I've really liked this drop away rest on my other bow. I think I'll like it on this. Other things I need to do to get this bow ready, I'm going to put a HHA sight on it. I'll show you that. I'll show you how the quiver goes into the sights. I'm worried that with the HHA sight, it's a 1-pin sight. It's an adjustable 1-pin sight. And so I don't know if the quiver will cover the adjustment knob, the adjustment handle. So that's something we'll check out next time. I'm going to shoot it through paper. I'll video that. I'll probably shoot it through paper before I install the sight. I'm not sure yet. You've been seeing a lot of me with the bow doing a lot of peep turns. This peep right now, I was looking at it and it's flipped again because I turned the strings halfway. So I'm going to have to flip the peep again. I won't show you that These are just things, I question. Is it better to take it to a bow shop and pay the money and then you have them do it? I think if you have a good bow shop that you have a good relationship with, that's great. I mentioned in my first video I don't really have a close bow shop, and so I'm going after it myself. It's a fun experience. It's a learning experience. It keeps me engaged. It makes me have these questions, is it better? Should I just use the old tube style Peep that just pulls it around? No, that's probably not the best, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I hope you're having fun watching it. Keep watching. Thank you for watching. Let's keep having fun. Thanks. Bye.